Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Today I'm in India, guys. I made it. And I decided to make a video on Canadian first impressions of India. After living over a decade now in Canada, what are the impressions that I get in India, guys? And you might hear some sounds. There are some cows walking over like on that side of the house as well. Different birds, kids, politicians speaking to the loudspeaker. And if you're not from India, you might not be familiar to this. If you're from India, it might be like something that you're very familiar with. But if you're like me and it's your, I would say, my first proper time and proper vacation in India, can get a little bit wild like that. So it's a little bit interesting to see all of these kind of things and all of the fruits growing around and all the tropical climate. First of all, I want to start by saying about the climate. It's hot and humid, even in the winter. So it's like, guys, it's one of those countries where if you were allowed to walk naked, you could walk naked without any problems. So the climate here is just, it's perfect, but it can get really hot, and it's winter right now, and still I find it really hot compared to Canada. Like, I just came, I don't know if you follow me on TikTok where I was cleaning the snow and everything, and I was like, the F is in the air and this kind of things, the snow is everywhere and it's cold, disgusting. Here, I can complain. You know, I would rather be in a warmer climate like this one than to be in a colder one like in Canada. But it gets hot, like you know, you have to keep on taking shower and keep on this kind of things. But I mean, it's good. I came here because of this climate. Now the next part about it, guys, I actually made a list of things that I want to mention, is driving. If you're from India, you probably know what I'm talking about. First of all, it's crazy. You know, they are driving here on the wrong side of the road. So it's a right-hand drive. Right? In Canada, we have left-hand drive, so we have steering on this side of the road. So in India, I still sit in a car on the same side of the car, but there is no steering wheel there. So they drive on the other side of the road, and the traffic is just crazy. It's okay, guys. You know, for example, when you're starting some new game, you know, you're learning to drive. You know, you want to go like through a tutorial or a beginner mode, or something like that. Here, driving is like. You know, in Canada driving, it's like you go for a jog on a hiking trail, everything is good. Here, it's freaking driving with obstacles. So, you know, you're not just jogging, you have to just keep on jumping like this to make it out of there. So, oh yeah, it's a little bit adrenaline and a little bit breathtaking, and you know, like a lot of it's a little bit crazy driving here. Would I be able to drive here? Probably if I was living here for a long time, yes. But on the other side, it's like, I would rather not, because, you know, it's a little bit stressful. And on top of it, people are driving manual transmission. Like, people don't believe here in automatic transmission. A lot of people have manual, so they go with clutch. And with all the stopping, braking, going, stopping, braking, it's like even the driver has to keep pedaling the car. So it's pretty crazy. Now, I don't know if you can hear, my kid is running around the house. I'm currently, I just want to tell you guys where I am. I am in a compound. It's basically a house. It is basically a house of my wife's parents, and they built a really beautiful mansion here, like a really nice house. You can get this kind of real estate for this kind of prices in Canada. But here you can. And it's palm trees, everything is very beautiful. I don't know if I can show you things. Let me see if I can turn my camera a little bit, but can you see all of this stuff? So you see all the palm trees, and there is a field over there. So that's where you get some cows walking around. And if you can hear behind me, there is some construction happening. So there are some people they're building a house right next to this one. So first of all, guys, I want to say that you see the metal bars on the window. That's another cultural shock for me. Because in Canada, you don't get much metal bars. Here, the metal bars are everywhere. So it's kind of strange for me. I actually want to ask you guys who are from India, because I asked my wife's parents, and they don't really have an answer for that. But my biggest question is this. Number one, there's actually probably going to be 3 questions. Number 1 question is, why do you need a huge, like a barn door lock on every bedroom? and huge barn door locks on every door that is leading towards outside. But that is fine. That is fine. Now, biggest question I have, for example, on the entry door in this house, they have a big door lock, like a solid one, from the outside. So, like somebody from outside could technically lock you in your own home, and you have bars on the windows too. So you could be trapped in your home if somebody was come to lock it from outside. That's another question I have, and I see this locks everywhere here. Like they have the door lock, separate barn door lock from the inside and from outside. And the craziest part about it, I've seen some houses having bedrooms where you have lock on one side on the other side. It feels like as if you want to lock a Cinderella in her bedroom, you can go ahead and do that with this kind of locks. So for me, guys, leave it down in the comments down below. Why? Why do you need so many locks? Especially in such a way where you don't protect yourself by locking inside, but you could be locked inside by a person from outside. Guys, tell me in the comments down below, why is there such a culture? Why is that? Why do you need so many locks? I would like to know, because for me, it doesn't make sense. I feel a little bit insecure knowing that, like a neighbor's kid maybe could come and just lock me in for fun and run away. And then I have to call my friend, let's say. They say it never happens here. But as a kid, that's something that I would probably do. But anyways, let's see the next part. Food. And the food here is flipping amazing. The best food ever. Guys, I was eating tandoori chicken for past 2 days, and today I flipped it up. I was eating some kebab, lamb kebab, chicken kebab, and I think they even make beef kebab here in Kerala. I'm in South India right now. So, and not only that, you get this thing that is like this. It's called custard apple. It's just the most delicious thing ever. So, like in terms of food, it's so good. All of those idlis, all of those different, idlis are like things like this. In South India, they make, similar to dosa. I'm, sipping on my saliva right now. So all of those idlis, with all of those chutneys and all of those spices. Guys, this is the only country where I can eat food and I don't need to put hot sauce on it. Like in Canada, I have hot sauce on everything because it just doesn't taste right. Here, I don't need hot sauce. It's just perfect. It's just perfect food. I love it, guys. So, guys, I'm also going to tell you, I am on intermediate fasting. So I eat 1 time a day. So, unfortunately, I cannot enjoy all the food. So I'm fasting. It's not religious or anything. It's just that I got fat over the COVID, and it's time to get back in shape. I decided to change before summer to lose a lot of weight. That's kind of the goal. And anyways, next part about it is prices. Now, I want to, guys, tell you that from Canadian perspective, you might say, oh, if you're coming from Canada, it's cheap. Guys, I love life here. Prices here are perfect. When I come to India with Canadian dollars, it is freaking awesome. Prices are amazing. The cheapest prices, I would say, for the food is super affordable here. Now, outfits, clothes, some stuff are, you can find real cheap stuff. Some of it is like in Canada. Some of it, but still you get more selection of clothes. You get better clothes here, for example, if you're buying outfits. I purchased yesterday 3 nice t-shirts. They're awesome. They're awesome. And they're like $15 each. And you cannot get Canadian dollars. You can get this kind of t-shirts in Canada for $15. It's going to be way more than that. And I mean, come on. I'll show it to you later on. But anyways, so in that price, the prices are similar in terms of if you are going for branded stuff, like, for example, like Crocs. This is stuff I'm wearing. Guys, this is kind of the weirdest stuff in India. I couldn't find size 12 shoes. Size 11 is the max. And this was the only brand. I had to go for a branded shoes because, guys, I'm too cheap to buy branded stuff, but I'm okay if it needs to be done. And, but I can tell you the entire story of how my father-in-law helped me buy this by saving money. So there's like coupons and things like that, and he showed me the entire thing. And actually, these ones were he got it for me as a gift, but they're not cheap. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, it's difficult to find size 12 shoes here. It's crazy. But anyways, if you look at the prices here, food is very cheap, extremely delicious, and everything else is similar to Canada. For example, if you go to a gym, okay? It's like 2,500 rupees. I say it's like 40 something Canadian dollars, right? For a month. So in Canada, you get 3 times bigger, better gym than here for the same kind of price, 40 something dollars a month. So in some ways, it's cheaper. But what I found out that if you're going to gym, you must be a rich guy in India, because average person doesn't go to gym. So they can charge you premium. So that's kind of a slight difference in a culture. Also, when I went to gym, I found out that a lot of people here in India, they like cardio. They really like running. Something that in this kind of perfect climate can be done outdoors, but not as many people are going for hardcore heavy weight. Like I was working out, there was a lady came to me and she said that they're worried that I might hurt myself. Because guys, when I go to gym, I used to go to gym a lot, then I stopped for years, and now I'm back, almost 1.5 months back to the gym. I go until I fail, until my muscles give up, and until I cannot do it and my muscle failure, I just drop the weight. So some people freaked out and they were afraid that I get hurt, I can take them to court. But anyways, all I'm trying to say is it is cheaper in terms of food. Everything is way cheaper, but some things are about the same or even more expensive, or you pay more for a little bit less, like a gym, for example. Now, let's talk about people in India. I want to say something about people here. They all speak English. They all speak English. It's crazy. Yeah, like it's the easiest country to travel, and almost like everyone speaks English. It's crazy. Like it's actually nice, and people are really nice. You're really curious, really polite, and everything. But I would say another thing about people here is, I think they work really hard. They are really hard working here. Like it's like a rat race. So much of population, everyone is going jogging. So everyone is like on their own. Everyone is like having to fight for their own family, for their livelihood, for their living, and there is all sorts of variety of people. Look, guys, again, the propaganda machine is driving by with the music. Can you hear this? This is basically because of Qatar games happening right now, soccer. They're doing this. So yes, I went through the airport through Qatar when I was flying here. The flight was from Calgary to Seattle, and from Seattle to Doha to Qatar. I wanted to go out, but unfortunately because of the games they won't let you out. I really miss Qatar. I almost felt like crying because I miss the country. I felt like a child again, nostalgic. I lived there for 6 years. I have one of my best memories living in Qatar, and I couldn't get out of there because I don't have a visa and they don't give it to you because of the soccer games. As you can hear, those are soccer fans driving around, as far as I understand. Anyways, people here, they're working hard. People are, in a line, they can get just in front of you. So in that way, it's like, a little bit of impatient and a little bit of rushed. But I think it's all caused by that population. But if you meet them and you go into their houses as a guest, they treat you like God here. So they treat you really nicely. And people are quite amazing in India. Very, way more open and way friendlier than you can get anything even close in Canada. In Canada, Canadians are closed. They don't want to let you into their things, and they don't want you to know much things. But here, people just open doors for you, and they welcome you. And it's people are nice here. People are really nice and really warm to talk to and to build relationships. Now, another part I want to say, guys, is the internet is fast. It's actually really nice. It's faster than in Canada, and it's cheaper. And most important part, guys, for me is, again, I want to say that food. These are my first impressions. So I'm just saying about impressions of my first 2 days in India right now. So that's why I'm making this video, because I just wanted to share with you the first 2 days in India and what I find out so far. One thing I gotta say is there are so many types of bananas here, and they're all better than in Canada. Mangoes are better than in Canada. Coconuts are better than in Canada. In Canada, we get some kind of rotten from inside coconuts. Coconut milk is tastier. Tandoori, Indian food, is better than in Canada. What else is better? The climate is better than in Canada, people are better than in Canada, but it's the only problem here, I would say, is it's hard for a lot of local people to work here and, you know, make a living, and it's lots of population and you have to be fighting. So, you know, you don't get paid as much, I would say. So it's everything is good if you're coming for a vacation from Canada to India and you see only the positive side. But I'm sure there are lots of challenges here, and that's why a lot of people are leaving. There is also, from negative parts, what can I say about negative parts? Well, number one, too many cheating crooks, people trying to scam you on prices and things like that, take advantage of you on the marketplace, let's say. Pollution, people burn plastics and the garbage stuff everywhere. I was going to say about roads, but here in South India, in Kerala, I was exceptional roads. I am actually pretty surprised what they have done here with the roads. So I'm taking that back. Roads are pretty good here. I was expecting way worse. In some smaller streets, it's bad, but if you go to a major one, it's a bonus. It's good. So food is nice, people are nice. I'm sure there's lots of local challenges, but these are my first impressions. I mean, look at this place. Now, and also guys, I want to say that there is a different way of thinking and how things are done. I want to know in the comments down below why you have, if you're from India, why you get these bars on the window everywhere. Like, why do you need them? Is someone going to climb or try to rope or something like that? Oh, one more thing I gotta mention about India. Another thing about impression is mosquitoes here are nice. Okay, they don't come out during the day. They come out when there is no sun, during the night. In Canada, they come out anytime, and when it's a season, it's just whatever time it is, they're there. You know, it's so freaking frustrating. So here, in that way, and people are really prepared. So there's like mosquito nets on all the sides of the building and everything. But they spread diseases here and things like that, so it's better to stay away from them. But anyways, guys, these are my first impressions. I haven't been here long enough, so I'm going to make another video, maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a month or two. Maybe I'll add some other things to this video, because this is just 2 days in India, and these are the things that I have noticed so far. I think the most annoying part for me, and from negative parts about India, is driving long distances and how unplanned the cities are. So for example, you got a city, right, and you build the roads, right, you subdivide the lots and everything is planned, and then you build houses. In India, they first build houses and then they build roads around them. So you have to wiggle like this to get somewhere for hours. And on the roads, there is no pedestrians. So you have people, senior people, cows walking on the street, kids running out on the street, cars, and cars don't stop for people. Cars have the right of way on any way. And then motorcycles and all of this chaos and everything. And I'm just amazed people are surviving driving like that, because it's pretty dangerous. It's pretty dangerous in all of this. And then long distances, and the city never ends. For example, we drove 3 hours away from the airport, and city keeps on going. It just goes. I'm pretty sure we're going to go 10 hours away from the airport, and there still be a city. So, huge country. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. And so far, I love it here. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people, and I am looking forward to meet more people here. And then I'll make video more about things. Maybe I'll get some more negative things. Maybe I'll get some more positive things. We'll see you in the next video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.